What's up, guys? Today I'm out at Celebration Park, which is home to the Market Street Allen USA celebration. Let's go have some fun. One of the things Allen USA is known for is all the live music. It goes on all day long. They've got a lot of great bands out here. So are you looking forward to all the music out here today?
Yeah.
You know they're celebrating the 4th of July, so are you going to do a lot of independent dancing?
I'm always independent dancing.
Do you know what the flag said to me earlier?
What did it say?
It didn't say anything, it just waved.
Oh my.
That was actually a good one. That was funny.
Who are you here with?
I'm here with Alan CERT, or Community Emergency Response Team.
Are you certain?
I am most certain. That's all there is to it?
Yep. He's so chill. I'm now at the always popular Kid Zone. There's tons of bounce houses, there's games, there's crafts. The only thing I don't see at the Kid Zone are baby goats. What's up with that? Another popular attraction out here is the Military Zone, where you can honor all the different branches of the military. I talked to one of the recruiters, and unfortunately he told me I was only qualified to enlist at Old Navy. We're in the sports zone here, right by the Griffin rugby booth. And excuse me, sir, do you know anything about sports?
I know a lot about sports. I definitely know a lot about rugby. Griffin's rugby, that's what I'm all about.
Can anyone understand that guy? I don't know.
That's good.
As we all know, Texas in June can be pretty hot, but luckily the spray ground is on. I'm not going in there. It's like Lord of the Flies. These kids are crazy. When you come to Allen USA, come hungry because the food zone has you covered. Everything from icy cream to poppy corn to snowy cones to gyros? They have Greek sandwiches as well. And as always, this is a zero waste event. It's good to be green. Did it go in? Nailed it. You know, they've got something for everyone out here at Allen USA. We're now at the teen zone, and I'm pretty sure I can fit in here because I'm pretty dialed into what the teenagers are digging these days. So would you say that this is pretty on fleek out here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's turnt. That's right. This is turnt. Hashtag cool, right?
Yeah.
Or BFFs, right?
Yeah.
This is a great event every single year. Wouldn't you agree, ma'am?
I'm sorry? What did you say?
Wouldn't you agree?
Of course.
And of course, Allen USA wouldn't go on if it weren't for all the great partners, like this one behind me, or that one over this shoulder, or that one under my elbow, or the one by my left ear, or the... Of course, Allen USA is famous for its big fireworks display that's coming up later tonight. But something else they're famous for now is the new Jurassic Zone, which you can see some of the dinosaurs behind me. We just have to be careful because when you cross a dinosaur with a firework, you get dynamite. What's your guys' favorite dinosaur?
Brontosaurus.
I like his smarter cousin, the Thusaurus. So have you guys been doing a lot of walking out here today?
Yeah.
So have I. I'm pretty dinosaur. All right, it's been a great day out here at Allen USA. I'm not sure if you can hear me now because behind me on the main stage is the headlining concert, Mr. Michael McDonald, the 5-time Grammy Award winner. And as soon as he's done, the huge firework display is going to go off. So I'm going to sign off now. I hope to see you guys next year at Allen USA, where it's always on fleek. Hashtag cool.
Thank you.
separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Dr. Frank C. Baxter is an American, a man of many degrees and awards, including the famed Peabody Award, in addition to 7 TV Emmys. He is a dedicated student of American history and proud of the one thing he loves above all else, his country. Now let us meet our distinguished host.
No, I'm not one of our cherished American institutions. I'm only Frank Baxter. However, with the help of some powerful pages of history, we're going to re-examine this priceless document, this venerable piece of parchment that has been handed down to us with ever so much loving care. This Declaration of Independence that is our heritage.
The night of the 4th is finally here for Chris, Cindy, and JC. It's going to be the best night of their lives. But tonight is also the night of the creeps. From a world unknown comes a nightmare unimagined. First, they are under you, around you, on you, and then inside you.
They get in through your mouth, and you walk around while they incubate, even if you're dead.
They are a new breed of terror.
Freeze!
They are a different kind of horror.
Zombies, exploding heads, creepy crawlies. We could have a little problem.
The creeps are taking over.
I got good news and bad news, girls. The good news is your dates are here.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
You have never had a night like this. Night of the creeps. If you scream, you're dead.
Within 3 days, the dead will destroy all the living. I am from another planet, outside your galaxy.
I'm sorry, I just don't understand.
Unless Earth surrenders in 24 hours, we will begin a mass invasion. We are invisible. We are invisible, Adam Penner. You cannot see us.
From outer space come the invisible invaders, living dead men threatening to destroy all life on Earth.
Independence Day, a time to celebrate, and a time to think of your pets when the fireworks begin.
Pets and fireworks just do not get along, plain and simple. That's the easiest way to put it. It's the sound of the fireworks that just scares these dogs to death. They will panic and they will do whatever they can to flee.
Pet owners are encouraged to keep their pets indoors during the 4th of July celebrations.
If it's outside, it's going to do everything it can to escape. It'll break through a fence, it'll dig under the fence. Inside the house, it gives a little bit more protection. Let it stay where it's comfortable. And what we recommend is just turn on the TV, loud enough to mask the sounds of the fireworks, and put it on a channel that's not going to be showing fireworks, something like that, just to muffle the noise.
It's also a good time to ensure that your pet can be easily identified in case it does escape. Things like wearing a license and microchipping really help.
If you come home and your pet's gone, you need to call us. You need to check our website. And our phone number is 236-4250, and our website is sddac.com.
I wonder where this path leads. What's this button? It opens something. Where does it go? What is this place? Ow, what's happening? Stop. No, ow, ow! Oh my god, stop it! Turn this off! Who's doing this? Ow! Ow, oh my god, stop! Ow! No! Stop it! What are you doing this to me? Stop! 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 Hey, I think I'm alright.
Why do people so strongly believe in aliens, despite no evidence for their existence? When Orson Welles' Radio War of the Worlds episode was broadcast, it caused widespread panic on the East Coast because people were ready to believe that Martians could attack us. When Star Wars and Star Trek and the X-Files moved from the status of simple movies or TV shows to widespread cultural phenomena, it's because the idea of aliens resonates with something deep in our psyche. The idea of aliens, intelligent aliens, embodies our deepest hopes, fears, and longings. In the pessimistic view, such as movies like Alien and Independence Day, they couldn't destroy us. In the optimistic view, represented by the movie Contact, they could inform and rescue us. Many movies and TV shows illustrate a strict biblical or religious metaphor. The best example is Spielberg's movie E.T., where E.T. follows a direct analog of the Christ story. This phenomenon of the aliens embodying our hopes and fears and longings raises a different question than are we alone? Perhaps the real question is, why are we so lonely?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness some scenes from the next attraction to play this theater. This picture, truly one of the most unusual ever filmed, contains scenes which under no circumstances should be viewed by anyone with a heart condition or anyone who is easily upset. We urgently recommend that if you are such a person or the parent of a young or impressionable child now in attendance, that you and the child leave the auditorium for the next 90 seconds.
Do you have your Dr. Butcher MD barf bags ready to go? Well, you should, because tonight's Video Nasty is super sick and violent. Tonight we're watching Zombie Holocaust. It opens with like this shadowy corridor and like this dude, and he's wearing a trench coat and a big hat and he's got gloves on, so it's almost kind of giallo-like. And he's walking through the corridors and he comes to this morgue, and he comes in, pulls the sheet down, and just starts hacking this hand off this body.
One of the guys in the hospital is acting kind of sketchy, standing behind the doctor and his staff as they're talking, hovering over the corpse.
Yeah, he's all totally like Are you going to finish this? I can just... And he
I got
just
a
kinda
doggy
comes-
bag for myself here.
Absolutely not suspicious at all in the slightest.
He basically gets caught with his hands in the doggy bag by the doctor. He says, "Get that man!" And he runs and gets caught immediately by the orderlies. Then he gets away. Then he gets caught again and gets away again. And they chase him all the way down this corridor to this empty room. He runs and does, "I regret nothing," out a window.
And that's when we get the best special effect in the entire movie, where the orderly, which is very clearly a dummy that they just threw off the roof, lands, and his arm just pops right the fuck off.
Oh my God, it's one of those quick return boomerang arms. The very next shot, it's back on his body.
Don't miss the 2011 Tyco Warbird Air Show, March 11th, 12th, and 13th at Space Coast Regional Airport on Florida's Space Coast in Titusville.
My name is Patrick Sullivan, and I am the chairman and the parade coordinator of the Wakefield 4th of July Parade. And Wakefield is, kind of stands out as one of the largest parades that the country has, but also one of the largest parades in one of the smallest towns. And so I think that makes it really special, and I think that that's what a lot of the groups love about coming to Wakefield every year, is that it does have that hometown, kind of small town feel that I think a lot of other parades don't have.
Just the sheer amount of people that we have in the parade. This year, we're projecting over 3,000 participants in the parade. But we end up having 19 bands coming to our parade. We have over 40 participant groups other than just the bands that are marching in the parade. We have our groups that come from all around the country to come here of all places. It's a small town, and yet they're coming to spend their day with us.
We're the largest in Massachusetts, the largest 4th of July parade in Massachusetts. We have bands that come from all over the country, from other countries, from Canada that come in. We're just the best around here, and a lot of people just flock to Wakefield to see it.
I think just seeing the culmination of all of that here in Wakefield and what you would consider to be, a small town here in Massachusetts, and having all of these big name performers and groups that have won world championships and that have won countless different awards, all being here in the small town of Wakefield on one day, I think is just that's what stuck out in my mind throughout all these years.
It's just one of those things ingrained in you as a child that 4th of July means you go down to the parade. It's something that spans generations. Everyone loves to see a parade. People want to know months in advance who's going to be appearing in the parade this year. Are you having a special guest? Are you booking a certain marching band that they know about who's a champion? And there's just this excitement that builds as we get closer, people wanting to know what's coming up this year, and then to finally see it all come together on the 4th of July is really special.
I think it's a sense of pride for the town. Days before the parade is set to come, you see the chairs start to line the parade streets. Everybody just gets so excited for the parade. Families come back. There's people that come back just for the parade that don't even live in the area anymore.
The actual money to put on the event comes from donors. It costs about $80,000 to do the parade every year.
The town does not pay any of it. It is all funded by donations.
We try to make ourselves as accessible as possible. And so one way that you can donate to the parade and find out, more information on volunteering and on some of our events that we have coming up is just by going onto our website, julyparade.org. We try to keep it nice and easy so people can remember it.
We fundraise starting in January. We start our fundraisers with our barbecue in January. We do business fundraising. We have our carnival over April vacation. We sell T-shirts. And we also have mailers that we send out to people in Wakefield. It comes in the light department bill, and people are more than welcome to send in anything that they can if they love the parade as much as we do.
We have people donate as little as $2 or $3 every year through those gas and light department mailings, and those are honestly some of the donations that mean the most to us, because with those donations, sometimes we'll even get thank you letters and different kind of signs of appreciation that'll be sent through. And that $2 or $3 donation could be somebody who's elderly and is on Social Security, and that's all they can afford to give. But knowing that, you know, they're taking the $2 or $3 and donating that right toward the parade is really, really meaningful for us. And we have other people that, you know, generously donate $20, $30, $50, $100. And we have, you know, we've gotten donations from some of our business partners and some of our more corporate sponsors as high as about $3,000. But it's those small donations that people from the public make that really add up and really make us happy and make us really, you know, proud to be representing the community in the parade.
Zombies of the stratosphere. Out of the air and from under the sea, these weird zombies from Mars swarm in to annihilate the Earth.
What are you? I am Marix, a native of the planet Mars. Perhaps not quite a human being by earthly standards. The orbit of our planet Mars is so far from the sun that climatic and atmospheric conditions there are much inferior to those on Earth. We can construct an H-bomb which, when detonated at the correct time and position, will alter the rotation of a planet enough to change its orbit to any extent we desire.
You propose to move Mars into the same orbit as the Earth?
Exactly.
Their diabolical scheme seems sure of success until Larry Martin is called upon.
And so, Larry Martin, we direct you to use all means at your command to rid the Earth of these horrible zombies. We're informed that another of their rockets is now approaching Earth.
Is there time to intercept it with your rocket?
No, at the rate that ship is traveling, it'll be out of radar range before we can get off the ground. Unless it lands. Then ground defense will handle it, Bob. Unless Mr. Steele thinks we can help.
Yes, Larry, I do. It is the duty of my department to handle all matters menacing world security. And you're one of my executives. I realize that your work has usually been in the interplanetary zone. In this case, I think you ought to take charge, both on land and in the air.
Very well.
There he is. On target, steady as she goes. Firing ray gun.
The Public brings you weird adventure in 12 explosive, suspense-filled episodes. Zombies of the stratosphere.
Hi, I'm Bob Lazar. During late 1988 and early 89, I worked on the propulsion systems of extraterrestrial vehicles for the United States government. The hardware and technology I was exposed to should be placed in the proper hands of the scientific community, and it is the right of every person on Earth to know that there is physical evidence which proves that there is life elsewhere and that at least one form of that life has been here. For those of you whose information about me is limited to this video, I'll give you a brief background. So we've learned how space-time is distorted by a gravitational field. We've learned how that gravitational field is generated. And we've also learned where you get the power to accomplish all of this. Now it's time to link all we've learned in our science lessons to the vehicle that utilizes all of this technology. And a few years ago, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but that vehicle is a disk, which is generally referred to as a flying saucer. I had at least partial views of the 9 different disks out at Area S4, but the one I'm going to describe to you now is the one in which I not only saw 2 of the 3 interior levels, but I also saw it fully functional in flight. And no, unfortunately, I didn't get to go for a ride in it. This particular disc appeared to be in excellent condition, and because of its sleek appearance, I nicknamed it the Sport Model. The Sport Model is about 16 feet tall and 40 feet in diameter. The exterior skin of the disc is metal, which is the color of unpolished stainless steel. The Sport Model sits on its belly when it's not energized. As you can see, the hatch is located on the upper half of the disc with just the bottom portion of the door wrapping around the center lip of the disc. The interior level of the disc is divided into 3 levels. The lower level is where the 3 gravity amplifiers and amplifier guides are located. These are the things used to amplify and focus the gravity A wave that we learned about in our science lessons. The reactor is located directly above the 3 gravity amplifiers on the center level and is in fact centered between them. The reactor is similar to this half-scale model. The element 115 is machined into triangles like this and is then inserted into the reactor. This piece of element 115 is the source of the gravity A wave as well as the target that is bombarded with protons to release the antimatter, both of which we learned about in our science lessons. The center level of this disc also houses the control consoles and seats, both of which were too small and too low to the floor to be functional for adult human beings. The walls of the center level are all divided into archways. At one point in time, when the disc was energized, one of the archways became transparent, and you could see the area outside of it just as if the archway was a window. After the panel had been transparent for a while, a form of writing, which was unlike any alphabetic, scientific, or mathematical symbols I've ever seen, began to appear on the transparent archway. And I was never informed as to how all of this was achieved, not that any of that would have required alien technology. I was never given access to the upper level of the disc, so I can't enlighten you as to what the porthole-like areas are, other than I can assure you that they're not portholes. Now, before I go any further about the disc, I'm going to show you where and under what circumstances I saw it tested. My job in this program was to be part of a back engineering team. Back engineering is the act of taking a finished product and tearing it apart to find out what makes it tick. The goal in this program was to see if the technology of the disc could be duplicated with other materials. When I went to work, I was flown from McCarran Airport in Las Vegas to Area 51, which is a highly secure government base on the Nevada test site. Area 51 is located about 125 miles north of Las Vegas, near the Groom Mountains and the Groom Dry Lake bed. From Area 51, I was bused to an even more highly secure facility located about 15 miles south of Area 51 called S4. S4 is situated at the base of the Papoose Mountains by the Papoose Dry Lake bed. The airspace around S4 is restricted, and if any unwelcome aircraft strays into the outer sector, they radio the pilot and instruct him or her to leave. If that pilot continues and strays into the middle sector, jets will be scrambled to escort the intruding aircraft out. If for any reason whatsoever that aircraft penetrates into the inside sector before jets can be airborne, ground-to-air missiles will neutralize the intruder. The moral of this story is don't try and fly into S4.
You thought we wiped them out. You thought the world was safe. You thought wrong. Independence Day, available now for PlayStation, Sega Saturn, and PC CD-ROM from Fox Interactive. Don't choke, the world's counting on you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Super Late Show. And today, our guest will be Bob, who raided Area 51, got captured by aliens, and then got released. Here we have Bob. So Bob, what made you want to raid Area 51?
Mostly out of curiosity, since nobody's ever raided Area 51 before, so I just wanted to do what nobody else has done before.
Oh, that's crazy. So you're the first one.
Yeah.
So what was your packing list?
My packing list included 2 rolls of tape, 2 pairs of scissors, 2 water bottles, one which was dented, a single playing card, a postcard, several packs of goldfish, some headphones, a camera, and my phone, and many other items.
Why did you have a single playing card?
I don't know, because I felt like it.
Right. How did you get a chainsaw?
I borrowed it from my friend who owns a chainsaw.
Is it from your friend's dad, or is it from our mom, parents?
No, she just owns a chainsaw. I think she bought it with her own money.
How old's your friend?
She's 13.
Okay. What were you feeling as you sneaked past the guards?
Mostly excitement, as I really wanted to get past the guards and go free the aliens, but also, of course, I was nervous since I didn't want to get caught.
Yeah, it take a lot to get. Why did you choose to go alone?
I chose to go alone because my friend who was originally going to go with me had to study her mathematics.
What other subjects does your friend take? Is that?
Well, her mathematics is a bit lacking, so she has to study mathematics a lot, so she couldn't come with me.
What did you intend to do after you freed the aliens?
After I freed the aliens, I just intended to go home, since that would be the end of the raid.
I mean, then what would the aliens have to do?
They could go back to wherever they came from.
Okay. Well, everyone, that's been it for the show. Goodbye. Bye, Bob.
From the director of Poltergeist and the writer of Alien comes a terrifying new film.
I'm getting a very small radar cross-section. 150 miles long.
EGR's confirmed.
Tell them we have an artificial object out here.
In the tale of Halley's Comet, there's something wrong. Something ancient. Something evil.
Jesus. Houston, we have a problem. Something's happening to me.
Something hungry that's brought to Earth.
She's destroyed worlds.
That girl was no girl. She was totally alien to this planet and our life form, and totally dangerous.
I just found a body in Hyde Park.
Life Force.
Close your eyes.
Visited you how?
In my mind.
Let it go!
It's already spreading. You didn't stop it. It's too late. Come. Be with me.
Life Force. The terror has just begun.
Memorial Stadium, honoring that intrepid space explorer, Colonel Cotton. Hear the Colonel's first words since his return from the planet Earth. You are all commanded, invited to attend. Please, thank you for this unsolicited testimonial. And now, by special permission of the Commander-in-Chief, me, here is Mars' first space explorer, Colonel Cosmic.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see your smiling faces once more. First, let me say that this trip was made possible only by our dauntless chief, Og the Magnificent, introducer of Og Power, which runs most of our industry, and inventor of Og Speed, which doubles the original Og Power. A short time ago, the master was having trouble with the state limousine. He had, of course, developed the explosive charge. But it was inclined to get a little out of hand, just slightly. And, of course, there was always the problem of friction. Parts rubbing together, heating up, and causing all sorts of trouble. But our leader was undaunted. He immediately ordered our first expedition into space to bring back the secret of how other planets got their state limousines to run smoothly. The target was picked with painstaking scientific accuracy. Destination Earth.
Today we're going to take one of the most exciting adventures known to a documentarian crew. That's right, the great unknown, Area 51. We have permission from the head of the FBI to document the strange happenings inside 51. Andy Bass here, storming Area 51 using top secret...
Excuse me, sir. We let you in.
Yes, you did. You did.
Just warning you folks, it's kind of underwhelming.
Andy Bass here, reporting from inside Area 51. Andy Bass here. We have multiple aliens, extraterrestrials, and we're gonna do some interviews. Hey, you, come here.
What do you mean, how much do I make? I'm here to pay off my UFO and my insurance, not to be interviewed by some ignorant human film crew. I demand to speak to your manager. Get that boom out of my face!
Michael, what's your name?
Karen, why?
Hey, come here. That one is consulting into suspicious activity. Come here for an interview.
Wait, what interview? What do you mean? I don't want an interview. You're gonna finish that?
Why would you want to eat? What are you okay? What is this? What's your real business here?
We fill out legal documents for the government.
And that's saying that is false.
Dude, just let him talk.
Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, probably the most annoying thing that one of my coworkers has done is probably fake sick days. So every day, basically around 4:30, Robin, she gets up, starts coughing, and has to leave early. My motto is get better or get out.
Good motto.
And Kyle has this really upsetting addiction to energy drinks.
Where are they?
What's the worst thing about this job?
I honestly hate some of the clients that we have to deal with. What'd you say your name was again? Alright, Sierra, can you hold for a minute? Thanks.
So what are your dreams?
What are my dreams? Well, first of all, I want to get out of this dead-end job and actually start a life. Of course I can't, though, because the government won't let us out. I get it, though. The humans will see us, but I just love to get off this rock.
Well, viewers, it seems aliens actually aren't that bad after all. I guess I was... whatever. Tune in next week for our debunking of Bigfoot.
Greg,
Yeah, what's up, man?
did you take my lunch again?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It's right in your hands.
Oh, yeah, this? It's pretty good, right?
You know what? I forgive you. Because, I know how much his job pays, so... I guess.
Thanks, man.
One day, Lintola met a Grobolian named Cryle. He told her that he would arrange everything for her. He'd find her a group, and she'd be off to Kalis in no time. There was only one problem, however. She might have to spend a little time on Fessum first. Cryle told her Fessum was not such a bad place. This picture was taken on a bad day. Normally, Fessum was calm and beautiful, and she'd enjoy the fishing. And in no time at all, he'd get her to Kalis. So she and 9 others boarded a ship for Fessum. It wasn't easy to find settlers for Fessum, and when someone did, they were well rewarded. For you see, Fessum wasn't a very nice place, and it had a lot of bad days. In fact, that was all Lintola ever saw, bad days. Lintola was miserable, and all seemed hopeless when she met a large family bound for Kalis. There were 23 of them, and Lintola would make 24. They found a group of 18, and that made 3 tens, which would fill 3 ships, with 12 left over. The 12 could fill a ship with only 2 left over. Oh well, the 2 could wait. Just as Lintola was ready to give up hope, Cryle appeared. He'd found a group for Lintola and her friend. There was a group of 17 and a group of 21. They could fill 3 ships with 8 left over. With Lintola and her friend, they could fill exactly 4 ships. Lintola was very grateful to Cryle, and she apologized for having doubted him.
During the last half of September, the Luftwaffe reappeared tentatively after a long lull and promptly bore the brunt of fighter attacks. Gun sight aiming point cameras reveal how surely fighter guns found Nazi planes as well as Nazi transport. An Me-163, Nazi jet-propelled fighter.
So I've been hearing a lot in everyone's corner about people wanting to raid Area 51 because they believe that Area 51s are holding aliens in there. Guys, whatever is in there is not worth your lives. So do not do this, or you will die. Seriously, how stupid could y'all be? Don't answer that. Don't reproduce. Please.
Attention, citizens of planet Remulac. The gelatin pools will close in 5 time units.
All hail Kuldroth, High Master of 7 galaxies and inheritor of the Megmasome genetic chain.
Hail, High One.
Enough. Allow me to felicitate you on your pair meeting. I trust your cones are now well honed.
Yes, we did not leave our Gluz chamber for 17 time units.
You, Beldar, and you, Primat, have been chosen to assume a new position in our space program.
High Master, we are honored to have been selected. Together, my mate Primat and I can meet any challenge.
What is it?
You are to speed your way to a remote solar system on the frontier and seize a tiny planet inhabited by inferior beings who call themselves humans. Using these humans as a slave labor force, you will establish a minor protoid refueling station for my massive fleet of star cruisers on their way to mine the ore clouds of Glangzeep. This Larflowl catalog contains all you need to know about the Earthlings and their ways.
No problem.
structure is the United Nations. It houses an assembly of Earth nations. You will land your star cruiser here and demand that the Secretary General of the United Nations report to you immediately.
Beldar, we are approaching their puny solar system. Perhaps we should rehearse your speech again.
Very well. I will put the guidance controls on automatic. Here. People of Earth. Your weapons.
I am Beldar, the timekeeper.
People of Earth. I am Beldar, the timekeeper, from the planet Remulac.
Your weapons are useless against us.
I know. I was only pausing.
Well, you don't have to bite off my cone. Mibs.
Mibs. Mibs.
Mibs.
Mibs. There. Why do I not simply read the speech?
Unacceptable. You must commit it to memory.
Maintain low tones. Maintain low tones.
Beldar, do you want me to guide the craft?
Mebs.
Slow down, Beldar, or we will miss the planet entirely.
Just provide me with the coordinate indices and leave the craft guidance to me.
As I previously indicated, these are the coordinate indices.
That is not what you showed me. Mebs.
Mebs.
Well, now we must stop and reassess our approach. You pointed to the left at the rings of Strogan.
The indices clearly indicated that it was a right. I pointed to the right.
We've all seen these signs hundreds of times, and we know automatically what they mean. Here's a name sign. In this case, it's a sign that means me. And I'm here to introduce you to a brand new sign, one I hope you'll grow to understand. It's the new seal of the Motion Picture Association. This seal is part of the self-regulation of the Motion Picture Association. It means that the film displaying the seal is within the creative boundaries of reason and good judgment, and that the theater showing this film supports the code. Occasionally, not often, you will see pictures wearing this sign. They will be pictures dealing with adult themes, and the sign is for the information of parents, so they'll know they must decide for themselves whether they want their children to see these particular films. So watch for this seal. It is both the promise and the symbol of a responsible motion picture industry.
And now, on with the show.